everyone, this is Joanna. Welcome to my channel. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. If you are following my channel, you have seen this zigzag design in the past. I have created a pendant using this technique, and today I'm just playing with different colors. And the reason for this pendant, honestly, is that I needed a pendant to match my blouse. And I created one and I love it, and I think it is such a great match. So let me show you guys how I made it. Okay, so I'm starting off with pearl and bronze Sculper clay as well as rose gold Cernit clay and this beautiful mica powder. Skip the mica powder, it's rose gold and it's glorious, but don't put it on your clay when you're trying to layer clay. But I want to show you guys I did it, and I did have a hard time actually having the clay stick to each other, all the layers. So don't put mica powder on the clay that you're going to try to layer, okay? I'm just telling you guys, heads up, all right? So those three clays have been rolled out on number 1 of the pasta machine, but now I will just continue to layer them and roll them out and slice them, and I'm going to be creating this neat sandwich that I'm going to use for my pendant. And look at that, what I tell you, do not use mica powder when you're trying to layer. I thought it was going to add something to the pendant. It didn't. It just caused me heartache, but that's okay. I want you guys to see my mistakes so that you don't make them either. And anyways, this particular sandwich is not going to be my favorite sandwich. I'm going to show you guys in a little bit the sandwich that I actually liked more, but I wanted to use a little bit different technique that I used last time and see if that would totally work on this pendant. So you can see that this is pretty thin, maybe a 1/4 inch. All the layers together are like 1/4 inch thing at the most. And like I said, I would not use this technique again, but I'm going to show you guys what I did with it. Now, when you have your little ripple blade, there is a sharp edge to it, so use this sharp edge. It almost looks like that the resin sharp edge, there is a sharp edge to it. Okay, so use the sharp edge when you slice it. So you can see that the sandwich, the layered sandwich, it's pretty thin. So I am actually having difficulty slicing it, and honestly I probably maybe should have put it in the freezer for a few minutes because it's a little bit warm still here, but I didn't. So you can see that I'm really having a difficult time, but when you get the slice, it's pretty nice. So I was planning on just getting those little slices and putting them on the side on the clay and then creating pendant with it. And then I started shaving more and more slices, and I decided that, well, you know, you can really, with this technique, although it's not my favorite, you can really control how your design comes out. So you can see right here, if you want to go back and adjust, you know, adjust and add a little bit more interest to your design, you can do that. You can just layer the ripples with the where the ripples already are, and then just go, for example, a little bit deeper, and so on and so forth. So you really do have a lot of control of how this is going to come out when you do it this way, okay, when you make the pendant this way. And of course you want to smooth it out with the paper, and this is the result that you get. And this is pretty, but I wasn't after that, so I decided to create another sandwich. This time the sandwich is thicker, the layers are thinner, so I probably folded a couple times more than the other sandwich. And I also didn't use the mica powder, which gave me such a heartache putting all the layers together. So you can see that this sandwich is going to be a little bit thicker, and I'm thinking that this is going to give me the outcome that I really am after. So now that I am done with it, you can see that this is probably around 1/2 inch thick, and I'm just going to go ahead and slice it right dead smack in the middle. I mean, that's where I'm doing. Very simple, and I absolutely love what I see. This is what I was after. I wanted something just you know, with that one design, just like one continuous design. That's what I wanted, and I got it. So one of those pieces, I decided that, you know what, I'm gonna try to slice it again in half and see what I get with that. And again, I should have put the clay in the freezer because it got squished a little bit, but you know what, I squished it, but it kind of gave it a shape that I actually ran with, and I decided that that's the shape that is going to be for my pendant. So you just take the paper, and you know, I was running the paper or my fingers in the direction of the zigzag so that it would not get distorted. And I decided that I'm just gonna start shaping the pendant to how the clay is turning out, you know, how the clay is running. So this came out so nice. Look at all those tiny layers that you can see. Isn't that just so neat? I just love it. So I continued working on it with my other pendant as well. I decided that I'm just going to shape those pendants to fit the shape of the clay, and I think that it came out absolutely great. I'm very happy with it. And there you have it. My goodness, this is just such a great design, such a simple project with that ripple blade. And there you have it. I already baked it, and I also added resin to it because there's, you know, there are all those metallic colors, and you know me and the metallics, I love resin on metallic clay. And most importantly, I do have pendants that match my blouse, and I love it. I absolutely love it. I had the hardest time creating something that would fit my blouse, and now I've got it. But look at this zigzag, look at this beautiful design, and that was created just with one slice. I mean, it's really remarkable, isn't it? Or am I I'm just so amazed by it. But I think that you want to create layers that are pretty thin, and then the design is going to have more interest, and it's going to be more beautiful. Well, my friends, I hope you enjoyed this quick tutorial, and let me know what you think about it. Until next time, ta-ta!